What do you got to protect out there? Some of you have a farm. You have a house. You might have a business. And we all have family and friends. We'll talk about a farm. Currently, I'm responsible in a worst case scenario to guard 55 acres. I can't guard 55 acres even with a platoon of soldiers. It's impossible. So what you're going to have to do if you own a farm is to reposition key assets of that farm, be it combines, tractors, any type of food or supplies. You need to shrink your perimeter down to something you can guard. You can still guard the key components of that farm. You have to shrink. You're not going to watch every cornfield. You can't. Don't even try. During the day, yes, you can watch a little bit further. But at nighttime, you need to shrink your perimeter down. Your house. We're all going to try to protect our house. Good thing to do. Let's say you have a business and a house. We need to make a decision. I'm a business owner, and I have a physical structure somewhere, and I have a house over here. If your house and businesses are together, that's great. But most of us don't. We have a house, we have a business. What are you going to protect? You need to decide. Look at the business. Say, well, that's just my business. But at your business, do you have key resources that would be valuable to rebuild society or to weather a crisis? If you do, you might want to move your family to your business. It depends on the location. Businesses are nice because why? Some businesses, they have a 6-foot chain link fence around them already. They might have a flat roof, which would be ideal for security purposes. And you might have available resources there that you might want to protect. Make a decision now, not after, hey, the crap has hit the fan, what do I do? Because if that's what you're doing this number for 2 hours when you need to be moving somewhere. Figure out what do you want to protect, house or business. Family, that's a given. We're all going to try to protect family and loved ones. What are the threats out there? There's 2 types of threats that we'd face. First is your average day looter, the average person looking for some life-sustaining supplies or looking for that extra big screen TV. So you have looters. Then you have skilled attackers. I put military and police. I'm not saying the military police are going to be doing it, but there's a lot of people that are highly trained that do not have morals. And they'll be looking out after their family. So what you're looking for is skilled attackers that have training. Now, you're still going to take on both groups of people with the same mindset. Don't think, oh, I'm seeing those people, they're just looters. No big deal. Oh, those guys are highly trained guys. I'm going to deal with them different. You're going to deal with any threat to yourself the same way. Just don't look at somebody and judge them. Because you might look at somebody over here and, oh, he couldn't whip anybody. But he could be a black belt in karate. So do not let what you see dictate your physical reaction to them. It's a threat no matter how you slice it. All right. I have a piece of property, or I have a community, I have a subdivision. We're united to survive whatever the crisis is. You guys are all in charge of that retreat right now. You are. People are going to look for you for answers. First of all, in your head, you're going to have to say, do I have enough people to protect what I want to protect? If you say yes, that's good. If you say no, guess what? You just had to shrink your perimeter. Don't overextend yourself thinking, well, maybe I'll get lucky and be like that Hail Mary pass in football. No. Evaluate what you want to protect. If you have enough people, fine. If not, shrink your perimeter and protect only what you can protect. Next is training. Are these people trained or not? I mean, are they regular Joe citizen, the plumber, or are they ex-military that is in the combat arms field? Next is firearms. Do I have firearms necessary to protect what I have? Everybody likes firearms. I mean, you get a bunch of guys in the group and you pull on an AR-15 with all the bells and whistles and everybody's all over it. Do you have enough firearms? If you don't have what we call, assault rifles or semi-automatic weapon, you have bolt actions, you have hunting rifles, hunting shotguns. Whatever you have is what you're going to have to use. Next is tactics. We know tactics. We know basic tactics, how to move, how to react to fire. You might not know it, but guess what? You know that guy that can teach you. Now is the time to learn. You're not going to learn when it's the game time. You will do what you normally do. Next is you got to know your terrain. If you live in the city, you need to know every back alley, every sewer line, where it goes. Learn your area. If you're in the country, Every deer trail, every creek, everything you need to know. Next is equipment. On the equipment side, there's a lot of equipment that you're going to need. Yeah, you don't have to look like G.I. Joe, but you need to be able to carry what you need to defend yourself. And we all know what that is. Basically, you have a firearm, you have extra ammunition, you have pistols, you have first aid equipment, you have water. So you have to have some basic equipment. You just can't get by with a Bilo grocery sack with all your stuff stuffed in it. It won't work.